some point as life shifts gears. What's my purpose now? We're delving into the really transformative work of Dr. Monde. She explored what happens when, life's familiar rhythms change.
Right.
And those deep questions that pop up from that quiet space.
Yeah, questions like, what's the point? Does anyone need me now? Have I lived the best parts already? Those really hit home for a lot of people.
Exactly.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to pull out the most important nuggets of knowledge, some surprising facts too, from Dr. Monde's research.
Okay.
It's all about understanding how purpose evolves, especially later in life. It's about discovering that continued meaning, that relevance, no matter where you are on the journey.
Have you ever felt that quiet whisper, maybe even more like an ache when the calendar just goes quiet?
Oh, definitely.
It's a profound feeling. Seems especially common for folks nearing retirement or maybe already there. Okay, let's unpack this a bit.
Yeah, it's a scenario Dr. Monde wrote about a lot. Take Peter. He retired at 67, spent 40 years in logistics, a life defined by routines, problems to solve.
Right, very structured.
Very. But the day he handed in his keys, Dr. Monde saw that something inside him just stopped.
Stopped. Wow.
Yeah. And sure, the first few weeks might be nice. Maybe some travel, hobbies.
The honeymoon phase of retirement?
Kind of. But then the days can start to blend together. That existential ennui, Dr. Monde calls it. And Peter hit this point. I don't know what I'm working out for anymore.
Oof. And Peter's story, it's not unique, is it? It feels like it's becoming more common.
It really is.
We're sort of conditioned societally to tie our worth, our purpose to things like productivity, job titles, usefulness, basically.
Exactly. So what happens then? When the kids are grown, the career's over, the house is quiet. When those usual demands on your energy just fade.
Yeah, what then?
That's precisely when the purpose question stops being just philosophical, becomes deeply emotional, sometimes even a spiritual crisis. When those main roles, the busy parent, the essential employee, when they diminish, it can leave this huge void.
A void.
Dr. Monde's work really points out it's not just losing activities. It feels like losing a part of yourself. And that can trigger cognitive and emotional decline.
So when that sense of purpose goes missing, Dr. Monde describes it as an endless Sunday afternoon. No structure, no meaning, just time passing.
Right.
Sounds almost peaceful on the surface, but that drifting, it feels like it could be dangerous.
It absolutely can lead to dangerous places. Her studies, the longitudinal ones, they show it popping up as depression, often disguised, maybe just feeling tired all the time, or bored.
Masked.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or heightened anxiety, especially about getting older, mortality. And people tend to pull back, withdraw from relationships, activities that used to matter.
That's heartbreaking.
And it causes this slow, quiet erosion of self-worth. It's really tough. But Dr. Monde offers this powerful, really direct affirmation for anyone feeling that way. She says, you are not a burden. You are not past your prime. You are not done. If you're still breathing, there's something you are here to do.
Wow, that's powerful, a real lifeline.
It is.
But, okay, practically speaking, how does Dr. Monde suggest people start to figure out that something they are here to do? Especially when the old roles are gone. Does purpose itself kind of change shape, like through life's different seasons?
Yes, the seasons. This is where it gets really interesting.
Okay.
So Dr. Monde talks about this second half reorientation. Basically, in the first half of life, our purpose, often very external.
Raising kids, building a career, providing, chasing goals you can...
Exactly. Yeah. Tangible stuff. But in the second half, say your 60s, 70s, beyond purpose tends to shift. It becomes much more internal.
Internal. How so?
Less about building things out there, more about cultivating things in here, peace, wisdom, connection.
Legacy, but maybe a legacy of presence, not just possessions. That makes sense. We actually saw this in one of Dr. Monde's clients, Thandue. She was 72, her kids had moved far away, her husband had passed. She told Dr. Monde, I feel invisible, like a ghost in her own house.
Thandue's story is such a perfect example of this reorientation. Dr. Monde asked her, what did you love doing as a kid?
Yeah.
Singing. She remembered this passion for singing, so she started volunteering at an old age home nearby, singing hymns, familiar ones, to residents with dementia.
Wow.
Within a month, she's organizing weekly sing-alongs, seeing these moments of connection, of joy. It was incredible.
That's beautiful.
And she said, I didn't know it could still matter. But those songs, they bring people back to life. And me too.
And me too. That's the key, isn't it?
Absolutely. It wasn't about, some grand world-changing thing. It was just about showing up where love was needed, the shared joy, the connection that was the purpose.
It seems like our whole idea of purpose gets tangled up in myths sometimes. Let's tackle 3 common ones. And maybe, as you listen, think if you've kind of bought into any of these yourself.
Okay, good idea. The first myth Dr. Monde really goes after is purpose is always big, monumental, world-changing.
Right, like you have to start a foundation or cure a disease.
Exactly. But the truth, her research shows, some of the most powerful purposes are actually small, quiet. Society rewards the big, visible stuff, sure. But Dr. Monde found the brain pathways for fulfillment. They light up just as much from micro-contributions, making one person smile, praying for your family, growing some tomatoes for a neighbor.
So the size doesn't matter.
The size is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's the intent, the connection, that's everything.
Okay, myth number 2. I missed my chance. It's too late for me.
Oh, this one's pervasive. But Dr. Mond's findings are clear. Purpose evolves. You're not who you were. Your abilities might change, sure. But that doesn't cancel out your current value or what you can offer now.
It just looks different.
It just looks different. She uses this lovely candle analogy. Whether it's the first hour or the last, a candle still gives light. Your light hasn't gone out. It's just changing color, maybe focusing its beam differently.
I like that. Okay, 3rd myth. I have nothing to offer.
This is maybe the most damaging one. And Dr. Monde argues it's just flat out wrong.
Why?
Because you possess this unique library inside you. Stories, skills you've learned, mistakes you've made, your faith, your insights. Someone else needs that.
A walking library of wisdom, she calls it.
Exactly. And sharing that wisdom, telling those stories. Her research shows it benefits both people, the teller and the listener, builds empathy, crucial intergenerational connection.
That's a really empowering thought, a walking library. So how do we start, accessing that library, sharing it? Dr. Monde gives 5 specific questions to help uncover your unique, evolving purpose. Maybe grab a pen later or just think on these.
Yeah, they're really good starting points.
Yeah.
Reflective. Number 1, what activities make you consistently lose track of time? Where do you find that flow state?
Okay.
2, who are the specific people or maybe types of people you feel most drawn to help? Who pulls at your heart? 3, what part of your past, and this includes the tough stuff, mistakes, challenges, holds a lesson someone else could really learn from?
Using the hard parts.
Yes. 4, what breaks your heart when you see it in the world? What makes you want to do something?
What ignites that spark?
Exactly. And 5, if you had 5 more years of absolutely perfect health, how would you choose to use them? What would be the priority?
That's a revealing one.
It is. Dr. Monde believes the honest answers to these. They often point straight toward your unique, maybe newly emerging purpose.
Let's circle back to Peter for a minute. The logistics guy retired, felt like something just stopped. What actually turned things around for him, broke him out of that slump?
Well, it wasn't about getting another job or some huge project. Peter found his purpose through unexpected connection. He started meeting weekly with some young men at a local youth center, mentoring them, talking about discipline, responsibility, even tough stuff like fatherhood.
So sharing his life experience.
Precisely. And suddenly, he wasn't just waking up, he was getting up with this clear sense of intention. Dr. Monde saw this pattern again and again. What you give away often brings back the healing you didn't even know you needed.
That's profound.
It really underscores her point. Purpose isn't about just being busy. It's about being aligned with your values, your strengths, even the evolving ones, and your heart.
Aligned, not just busy. That's such a key distinction. Okay, so for those listening who are feeling ready, maybe inspired to take action, Dr. Monde offers some really concrete, practical steps. Things anyone can start today to reclaim purpose.
Yeah, these are great. Pick one maybe and just try it.
Let's hear them.
Okay, 6 steps. First, create a purpose journal. Every morning, just write one sentence. Today, I will bring light by, and finish it. Simple habit, but it shifts your focus from lack to contribution.
I like that. Okay, 2.
Volunteer your strengths. Actively look for ways to serve where your unique skills and passions can shine. Reading to kids, visiting lonely folks, helping in a community garden.
Yeah.
Whatever fits you. Mentor or teach. Someone needs your knowledge, your lived experience. Don't hoard your story, Dr. Monde says. It's a valuable resource. Share it.
4.
Start a new tradition. Create something meaningful, even small, to look forward to each week. A regular coffee date, a specific nature walk, maybe a craft project. It builds new, positive rhythms.
Good one. 5.
Reconnect spiritually. Make dedicated space for your inner voice. Prayer, meditation, scripture, time in nature, whatever works for you. Cultivate that internal connection. It's vital.
And the last one, 6.
Talk about it. purpose often grows when you share it. Join a group, start a chat with a trusted friend. Just verbalizing your search can sometimes light up the path forward.
These are all really actionable. Now, for many people listening, this whole idea of purpose feels deeply spiritual, connected to something bigger than just themselves. What does Dr. Mond's work suggest about that dimension?
Well, it aligns really beautifully with what many faith traditions teach. That core idea, you are not an accident, you are created with intention. It's this understanding that every season of life has its own sacred role, its unique way to contribute. Maybe earlier you were the doer, the builder.
Right.
But now, as Dr. Monde shows, maybe your role is keeper of wisdom, or the intercessor, the witness, the storyteller, the healer.
Different roles, all valuable.
Exactly. She often mentioned that scripture verse. Even in old age, they will still bear fruit. And that fruit can be emotional, spiritual, relational. It affirms that purpose and growth continue throughout life.
Bearing fruit no matter your age or situation. Yeah, that's a beautiful thought. Let me share one last story Dr. Monde told. It's incredibly powerful. About Rose, an 88-year-old woman, housebound, nearly blind. It really drives home the power of small purpose.
Oh, Rose's story is amazing. Yes. She lived with a caregiver, hardly ever had visitors, very limited physically.
Right.
Yet every single week, Rose would painstakingly write 3 handwritten cards, thank you notes, little prayers, words of encouragement. Her niece mailed them for her.
3 cards a week?
3 cards. Seems small, right? But these little acts started creating ripples. Nurses cried when they got them. A struggling single mom framed hers. One man kept Rose's note in his wallet, said it got him through dark times.
Wow. Just from those cards?
Just from those cards. And when Dr. Monde visited Rose near the end, Rose just said, very simply, I may not be able to move, but my love still can.
My love still can.
That, right there, that is purpose. It shows your impact goes way beyond what you can physically do or what roles you hold.
That really hits home.
Yeah.
So, listen. If you're hearing this, you still have purpose. You are absolutely still needed. Your light hasn't dimmed. It's just changing hue, maybe even becoming more focused, more radiant in a different way.
Absolutely. So here's the invitation for Dr. Monde's work, the takeaway. Wake up tomorrow morning and ask yourself, not what do I have to do, but what do I get to give?
A shift in perspective.
A huge shift.
Yeah.
Because in giving, we find meaning. In serving, we find joy. And in loving, well, that's how we come alive again.
So if this conversation sparks something for you, please don't let that feeling just fade. Take one small step today. Because purpose, like a tiny seed, it only grows if you actually nurture it.
And here's something to mull over. Even if your days feel quiet right now, your life itself is still speaking. It has a message. So what profound messages might your life be speaking? And how can you make sure it keeps speaking love and wisdom and uniquely you?